Hey guys, I hope everyone's doing well. So I have 3 readings since yesterday. Um, I don't have the option to go on live because I don't have 1,000 subscribers on this channel yet. So thank you for all the subscriptions. Okay, so this is the downloads. For yesterday, the 24th. Time warp, okay, time warp. And then I didn't look up the definition to time warp because I don't really know what a time warp is, okay? And then segregate, and I don't know what segregate means either. So I have definition. I was supposed to look them up. Someone's tolerant to toxicity, okay? And then I was getting this 2 ways, okay? People feel like you can't be poisoned. They know that it kills, yet it doesn't kill you. Okay, so you might be like a little bit drugged down, worn down, or like not even worn down, but just like feeling groggy, okay, really groggy. Your eyes could bother you, your muscles could be tense, okay. Yeah, it's like a lot, like a copious amount of something, and they know that it kills, so obviously they've done that before, yet it doesn't kill you. So this tolerance to toxicity is the toxicity of whatever chemical or chemical that you're supposed to have a reaction to. Tolerant to toxicity. So quite literal. Okay, and then there's the second way, subtle fake friends. Subtle fake friends, family, right? It's like you would really do that to your family. Like obviously you don't consider that person family, you've shunned them or you've abandoned them in some sort of way if you were to do that. Okay, and surrounding, I have messy writing, family and surrounding people. Okay, so the people who surround those subtle fake friends and subtle fake family members, okay? They are actively trying to force doubt upon your thought process. And then I heard nosy neighbors, and then I heard peeping, peeping. They recognize that these people are showing you what side they're really on, okay? The key word is subtle. You'll pick it up, but it'll be very, very subtle. And then I got you give too much time, money, energy. You give too much time, money, and energy. And like, don't get me wrong, it's honorable to be generous, okay? In those like instances where somebody is in need and you have enough to give, or somebody is deserving and you have enough to give. But these types of people that you're giving too much to, these are the types of people that you don't even show them your money, okay? These are the types of people where you need to be real stingy with it. Give an inch and they'll take it all, even your freedom. And for some, your dog or your pet. Fuck's sakes. Jealousy kills. Okay, there could be like at one end of the spectrum, the extreme end where it's like killing people or person, okay, and then at the other lower end of the spectrum being just killing the vibe, right? Jealousy kills. People come to you with all of their problems expecting sound advice, okay, and they get it. Money or a shoulder to cry on, or maybe just a safe space to express, and then turn around and throw shade. Okay, they throw shade at your beneficial ideas that would be beneficial to you, okay? They're trying to belittle you out of a good course of action due to jealousy, okay? You could like bring somebody's name up or a place, like an establishment's name up, and then they could just do like little sly throwing shade at it, right? Like, it's not positive, that's for sure. And this is like you going through the thought process, or like having an opinion based off of your experiences within life. And I assume you believe that, or you know that you have a sound opinion, especially if people, you do for sure, if these people are coming to you for advice and all of these things, right? And then when you make a decision, or when you say what you say and you mean what you say, they go and belittle that. It's like, what the fuck do you come to me for advice for? It's like, what? You get to ask me for things, but I can't state things without you belittling, have some dumb shit to say, right? Okay, so there's that one. So it's like, that's how you know, like, these aren't the type of people you give to. They'll take it all, and your freedom. And your dog. Fuck. Oh, shit. Okay, so this one's from today, so I'll do this one first. Even though they created fake justice, your actions... Okay, even though you created fake justice, your actions of coming for somebody gifted calls in universal justice. I can't read today. Somebody wanted to be reaching for the stars like you, okay, but in a really obsessive, I want to do what you do, and emulate your essence so that people will interact with me the way that they do you, you know? That kind of way. Obsessive. Some things, like people's authentic personality, their way of being, their spirit, their aura, okay? Some things, their blueprint, the soul. They can never be imitated fully. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Okay, because your perception of that person isn't that person. Okay, you don't feel the same things. You haven't learned the same lessons. You don't have the same knowledge. You're just like putting it off as you see it, and that ain't it. You don't even know why you do that. You just do that because somebody else does that. This person has a specific reason why they treat people in different ways based on different scenarios, okay? Like, this shit's just random. The only thing about, okay, so the one thing about receiving respect is that you gotta give it. And in order to do that, for one, you have to think of what's best for all. Okay? You first, but all in general, or what's fair, right? You have to think about what's fair, not just what's best for you to cover your ass, okay? So, yeah. Of course, put yourself first. You are number one. So, not at the expense, okay, you're number one, but not at the expense of others. And if it's at the expense of others' feelings, then yeah, do it. Do what's best for you, because fuck that. They didn't care about your feelings, okay? Do what's best for you. Don't get guilt tripped. Like, you can pity them, but don't show them that you pity them. Okay. Okay, not at the expense of others, and especially if they're vulnerable and or innocent. To do this is to, like, this is what's calling in this universal justice, okay? Because one day, one of those weak people that you chose to torment is going to be smarter than you thought. They're going to be stronger than you thought, more favorable than you. More favorable than you perceived, more loving, more connected. And all of this profiting off trafficking and the death of others alongside the justice system. This will be so abundantly clear because so many more ghosts of the past will be made public. And then there goes your aspirations that you've been doing this for, right? That notoriety, to get treated how somebody else gets treated, to have their gifts, okay, to have what is owed to them. Someone in the justice system or people in the justice system believe that if they're to give you some sort of notoriety for solving your own case, that this would make you feel at peace, as if they think that it would bring you peace, as if it's all over. When no, that doesn't get rid of any of the fucking hate. That doesn't get rid of any of the slander, false accounts that fucked somebody's character here, ruined their life. Jesus. Okay, they're doing this as if they didn't play a fucking key role to causing unnecessary hardships, or as if they didn't make your life harder. Okay, as if they didn't bleed you dry of everything, so that you would go back to something of the past that was evil, that was toxic, that they were working with. Okay, it's like, save it, save that speech, save that whatever you want to. Give me a gold star for, or the collective a gold star for. Jesus. Like, that's how you know that this is what these people care about. They don't care about the people or the damage that they've done to the people. Okay, that's why we have fucking cops out here shooting people and shit. Like, my advice would be to give this person their privacy back. To not overstep those boundaries and not let anybody else be able to as well. Ensure that security for them on your expense. Ask them what they think is fair. How about? Because this is a fair individual. What they believe would be fair. After relaying all of the investigative information, right? Like, all of everything. Because this person was left out of absolutely everything. And this was in order for them not to be able to defend themselves. So after you give all the information, which will take a while, right? Of whatever the fuck you investigated, crimes done against them, hate crimes done against them, anything stolen, right? Anything to do with identity fraud. Take all those fake accounts down. And then just give them time and space to process and get back to you with that, with what they believe is fair. Okay? Because they will know, they will pray on it, they will meditate on it, they'll process that information, and they will choose what's fair. Okay? You can't just be like, hey, here, good job. Thanks for helping us out. When you didn't fucking help this person out, you actually went to fucking shelters and made sure to tell them the dumbest shit. I don't even know what you guys told them to not let me in 40 below weather. Okay, I remember that same time was a fucked time, because somebody was following me at Walmart, and this was in Saskatoon, and then they followed me all the way to the Salvation Army motel. Okay, and like, I felt the energy of that person wanting to attack me, that person wanting to rape me. Okay, so I like barricaded the door and I called 911. Okay, and then I told them that there was issues with the neighbor, but then I said my door number. Okay, I said my door number. The cops didn't even show up to my door at all. They made sure to come there because I asked a lady like at the lobby. They were like, "Yeah, they came here and they just left." They came here and they just left. Right? So their GPS will see them going to that call and doing absolutely fucking nothing, standing around and then leaving. Like, what the fuck is that? That's an intentional attack. That's someone on standby ensuring that nobody helps that person. So this one's from today. This one's called Rollercoaster. To go back is to show the universe that I don't want better for myself. So never looking back at the opposition. Okay? The opposition can turn acquaintance potentially, but there'll always be that underlining offense of opposition unless they've explained themselves and earned that trust back. And then the people who are like big time ops, there's fucking never, ever. Somebody plays, okay, these people, they play on patterns. Okay, so they play on patterns. So everything that you do is monitored. Okay, and then they throw voodoo at every single option that you used in the past to pick yourself back up. Okay, pick yourself back up out the mud, out the mud after they fucking kicked and spit on you, you know, and rid you of all other resources and people. They pick yourself up with nothing. So this is what they throw voodoo at. And then they also throw voodoo at any potential resources as well, and health. Okay, if you have any sort of injuries from the past, they'll really hyper focus on those injuries so that they exasperate. And then they'll inform your ops on how to assist in submitting you into an old pattern. Okay, so say if I'm around my family, they'll be like, okay, do this. Make sure you do this to annoy them. Make sure you do this to get them upset. Okay, yeah. Fucking strangers, man. They'll get strangers to mean mug you and do dumb shit. To intimidate. I heard to intimidate. Okay, so if you are feeling unsure of your decision-making process, but you know when or what or how to proceed forward, okay, you've already decided after taking the time to elaborate on the situation, right? All of the information you have, all of the facts, not opinions. You should feel confident. You should feel you know what to do. Okay, you should feel satisfaction for figuring that out, sitting on it and allowing that to come to you and knowing how to proceed. Okay, satisfied in knowing you are doing what is best for you and your well-being. Okay, you shouldn't feel any sort of shame or doubt or guilt. Okay, but I don't know why I said shame or guilt, because you could feel those, but you shouldn't doubt how you need to move or what move you need to make next after you've already processed everything and you already decided. Okay, say if I already decided that this is what I need to do next based on the information that has come to me. Okay, and I'm confident in that. I know that's the right thing to do for me. Okay, and for me and mine. Okay, after I have that confidence in that decision, after that, I shouldn't feel doubtful. I shouldn't have shame because it is what it is, and this is the best I can do moving forward. Or maybe there is shame and you're like, I can do better, right? But there shouldn't be doubt. After already knowing, after already deciding how to move just before that. Wait. Give me a minute. Okay, so if you're getting this doubting feeling right before or as you're going to make that movement, that move forward, and there's like a roller coaster of like being unknowing once you already knew, that is energy work. That is witchcraft. Okay, that is the people from the past wanting you to fall back into that same pattern. Okay, or these ops. That is witchcraft. You already felt confident. You already knew what to do. You've already went through it in your mind. Okay, why are you doubting it now? It's either the wrong decision or it's witchcraft. Okay. That guilt feeling will come if it's the wrong decision, right? That guilt and that shame. You can make a right, you can make, any moment in time you can start making the right decision. You could have been making the wrong decisions your entire life, and today you're making the right decision. And it's gonna feel weird until it doesn't, and then you're healthier, happier, and not dealing with all these bullshit, like fake people. Okay. That roller coaster, that's energy work. Okay, if we learn to separate the two and detach momentarily, like sometimes if these decisions they'll get us in our emotions, or because the other person on the opposite side are gonna get us in our emotions because say they're sporadic, say they say some dumb shit, say they go spread your secrets around fucking like an asshole. You need to detach in this moment around this person. Like detach emotionally completely. Like if they are to bring up your kids, you're detached. If they're to bring up what they've done for you, you're detached. If they bring up your family, you're detached. If they bring up shitty stuff that you've done, you're detached already. Like mentally prepare yourself. Yeah, I'm not gonna feel anything. Like stone cold fucking poker face. Okay? As if fucking you're getting stared down by a stranger. Like don't let it phase you. Like you gotta like prepare yourself for those types of people. Momentarily detach, and then when they leave and when you process it, then you can feel those things and be like, that was so fucking ignorant, and this is why, blah 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 blah, and then process that on your own. Don't do that to that person. Don't go back and forth. Okay, it's a waste of energy. They just want you to be more intertwined, and that those arguments are making you more intertwined. Okay? They'll be arguing about the dumbest shit just to keep it on going and stay in your energy. And know that they fucked with your energy, right? Like, these are like last ditch attempts. Okay, so separate the two and detach momentarily as we set ourselves in motion onto a new path, a new timeline. As we're doing this, we are making quantum leaps forward within our self-growth, our healing, our ascension. Processing the false reality of the opposition in front of you and the emotions that come with it that are put there by others is something that we can process when we take the time to heal after the fact, once they're out of our energy, okay? Or once you've made this move, this next move of never looking back, this quantum leap of faith. Don't allow others to form your destiny for you. They have their own path to address or to adjourn. They don't know your soul. You do. They don't know the unconditional love within the souls of the others towards you on this new chapter in time. Or say they do, say they assume that for you in your future. That very much could be the reason why they're doing that. Right? Because they don't have the faith, they don't have the courage, they don't have the confidence to make those types of moves on their own, right? Or say they were your op this entire time, playing in your face. They don't want you to figure that out, because then they're always an op. There's always that underlining op, right? Like I said earlier. But if they matter, they'll still be around to conversate with once you're settled into loving yourself first, which won't take long. Once you tune out the noise and make life more simple. You pour into others, but who's pouring into you? Because it definitely hasn't been you. Like, you could tell these people to kindly mind their business. If they're asking about your business, you can tell them to kindly mind their business. Unless they are working with you, right? Unless they're in your business, and don't. Okay. You'll feel this in the energy. You will feel animosity, even the subtlest of animosity. Okay? You'll feel it radiating off their rigid stance. You'll feel it radiating off their rigid stance and their ignorant tongue. Damn. Yep. Jealousy has a look to it, right? Or envy has a look to it, or hatred has a look to it. These people, they can't even hide it. Okay, with the little sly remarks. Okay, if you're thinking, wait, was that a diss? Yes. Okay, the fact that you have to like consider that if that was a diss or not, yes, it was. These people are dissing you and like right in front of your fucking face, and then laughing together. Have you ever like been in a group of people where you know that they're better friends than you because you can tell the way that they connect, the way that they conversate? Okay, and it's not that you're doing anything wrong, it's the fact that they don't engage with you the same way they engage with others. Okay, that, have you ever like been like, what are you guys doing? Because it was just like all quiet and they're kind of like up to their own thing. Yeah, dissing you, okay? Dissing you in your space, with your people, with your person. Fucking right in your face, dissing. And it is just because of jealousy, right? It's just because of jealousy. But there's so many people in the world that are past that stage, right? That are more mature than that. Even if you find one, right, then you'll have that person and your higher power. And really all you need is you and loving you and your higher power. But I'd much rather one person around me that's loyal and genuine than a bunch of people that are trying to set me up. A bunch of people that don't really fucking care for me. In turn, don't care about whether or not my kids have a mother, right? Who cares? They'll just raise them. Fucking whack. Hell no. I'll be here for myself. I'll be here for myself until I don't have to be. And I ain't even lonely for real. I ain't even lonely. Just, it's only the shitty thing is that like fucking, it's so all these limiting resources, limited options, everything gets sabotaged. So I don't even see the point of going to do anything that I really want to pursue doing. I don't even say my ideas out loud. Okay, they're just not back burner ideas in the back of my mind. My nose is itchy. So it's fucking boring as shit. I'm bored. Okay, on board, and if I go try to do anything, it'll get sabotaged. I'm not gonna fucking speak it out because these people will fucking steal it. So yeah, there's only so much you can do. Anyway, have a good day, people.